The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it's lived up to all I hoped it would be. Stop! Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began.
Oh.
Thanks.
Bryn! Over here. What do you think?
When you told me that joining your band meant I'd see the Veil, I wasn't picturing this.
No one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Veil's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now. You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage.
I definitely want to hear that story later.
My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow. I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road. And if you make any discoveries, that will endear you to the band.
For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out?
No questions from me. I'm ready to head to the watchtower.
Glad to hear it. You can head out then. No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
I'm on it.
The Veil. Even more impressive up close. beautiful.
And deadly. Give them a wide berth. The closer you get to the Veil, the thicker they'll become.
Its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
That wall is completely frozen.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the Veil.
See those glowing bulbs? Infernal alliums. They combust when broken.
So, if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant! Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
Perfect. Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave's surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition. Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Darm's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
Bring connections back.
Was that a drake?
Yeah.
Pulling you out.
His breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
We can't extract you.
Darm, fix it. And Lane have tonics on standby for her return. Good. Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
It's an ash peak drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool a path. Good. Darn's still working on the scry, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. Oh, it runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it. Oria, that drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
Keep moving. Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
That Drake is never far behind. Just keep going.
That's the path.
You're doing great, Bryn. Final stretch.
That can't be an ark.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get... You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an escape plan. What have you got?
Trying, but she's too...
Skies. If this isn't the strangest.
Got them. Hang on, Bryn.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Pack up! You're... What? We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go. Now. Up ahead! Lead! Ah! Fine, keep moving! Guys, the arc!
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can wait, Dom. Arya, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
That's what I need to address. While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Bryn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
Hey, take a moment to remember. We're in the Enclave. Haven't we all fantasized about this? This place holds mysteries beyond our wildest dreams and secrets to our past as weavers. It's time to uncover them.
Revelations await us.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, weavers took the blame for decades of war. All because of what happened here. We owe it to ourselves and to our brethren across the Maida to find out not just what happened, but why. Maybe then, weavers can find our place in the world again. But first, survival. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
The scry. The whole band gathers around when I'm away from camp. It's nice to have people literally watching my back. I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the Veil.
By the looks of it, it was a one-way ticket.
Well, the Enclave built many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another ark that could help us escape?
Or possibly repair this one? It must be special somehow. As Arya said, the arcs never left the Enclave, yet this one did.
We know as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring if we want to find answers. Lane, you seem lost in thought. Settling in all right?
Oh, Bryn. Yes, I am. And you? I notice you've been keeping to yourself. I'm the first person you've spoken to since we arrived at camp.
You did? Are you spying on me?
Oh, of course not. It's my vocation to observe. Not just you, everyone. In fact, if you'd like, I can tell you a little about the others. You are newer to our band, after all.
Lane, offering insight about the others is nice, but I came here to talk about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to know, really. I suppose I'm the typical third child to a second son of a patriarch of a minor mercantile house in Judea.
What?
I've enjoyed the experience of growing up in a family embroiled in feuds so long-standing that no living relative can recall inciting incidents firsthand. At a young age, scholastic endeavours became my escape from the familial turmoil until I could finally leave home, and so on and so forth. Nothing but a classical presentation of third child issues in a Judean mercantile family.
Right. And how are you feeling since we entered the Enclave?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. Nothing's really wrong, but never mind.
You sure? Whatever's on your mind, I'm happy to listen.
Yesterday, entering the Enclave in our lifetime seemed impossible, yet today, here we are. It strikes me as an opportunity that was profoundly easy to miss. That's all. Anyway, thanks for listening.
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here. Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring.
You must be devastated that your wing is holding you back.
I can't deny that my heart breaks at the prospect of being stuck behind the scry. But knowing I've found the right replacement helps. Besides, this wing won't keep me down for long. I'll be back out there soon enough.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land. Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-Surge. No chance it's accurate, but that's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans entering the Enclave. Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. I've scanned it from the Overlook, and we've got 2 landmarks of note. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue, possibly an ark.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger. The path is down by your tent.
I'll head out now.
I've got you clear as the sands of summer, Bryn.
No interference from the Enclave?
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Vale.
That's reassuring.
More arcs.
And they're clearly happy we're here.
Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
fresh water in walking distance of the campsite.
I'll set up a purifier for it and collect later.
That point. What a beautiful view.
Creatures could be hunted for food. Any of these plants look edible?
Dan will put anything in his mouth if he's curious enough. Whatever he doesn't vomit, we'll eat.
Just try not to poison him.
Hydra's Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
This must be the second loom gate.
What's covering the base?
I'll check it out. A lot of debris on the platform. I could clear it with kinetic magic.
What about the loom gate itself? Is it functional?
No sign of life, but see that cloud of raw magic? It's leaking from the broken pipe near the edge of the platform.
So we have two powerless loom gates and a tangle leaking out of an Enclave construction. I wonder if Lane still has that treatise we picked up in Tarsa.
And he's gone.
A set of schematics. Tarmakind smithing? Maybe Sola would know.
This must be Hydra's Lake.
But lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
I was right. It is an ark. A great one.
It isn't moving. I'll get a closer look.
An ark of the stricken earth, I would guess. Any chance you could bring a piece of it back to camp?
Doubt my sword is strong enough.
Then there's not much we can do with this for now. Dom seems to have an idea about the loom gate, at least. Two Enclave constructs. Neither of them functional. Good news. Lane found a shortcut back to our camp for you, and we've got the Wisp working.
The wisp?
Watch as Wisp. Channel a little magic into your earpiece. I'll redirect it to guide you from the scry to the shortcut.
I see the path.
Good. That should take you to the shortcut.
That should be it. According to my map, it's a man-made tunnel that grants easy access to the way station.
Bryn's back. Let's fill her in.
We believe we found a way to activate the Loom Gate in our camp and in Glintwood Hollow.
Skies, what are we waiting for? I want to be the first one to travel through a gate.
It will be a defining moment of your career.
So, how do we repair a loom gate?
What made the Enclave remarkable was not merely their constructs, but their ability to power them. It has long been rumored that beneath our very feet exists an extensive magical network known as the Tapestry. The pipe you found in Glintwood Hollow is proof of its existence. It must be a conduit that directs raw magic to the loom gates as a source of power.
And the tangle that formed around it was a leak.
Precisely. Our theory is that patching the rupture will restore power to the gate.
Thankfully, Seven Lane have a plan for that.
We don't know a lot about arcs, but I dug up some old stories from logs that we inherited from a weaver band that broke apart. In notes dated before the Surge, this band managed to get one of the enchanters who worked on the arcs riotously drunk and talking.
Apparently, the Arks have a thin carapace between their skin and their armor plates that's nigh immune to magic, and can be separated in segments. A magically resistant material like that would be perfect to seal a rupture in the tapestry.
So I need to cleave this carapace off the arc. There's no way my sword is strong enough.
Come see me and we can make some improvements to Sola's forge. Which, in turn, means...
I could hone your sword so we can cleave the carapace, no problem.
We'll talk.
One more thing. You'll need to remove the debris on the Loom Gate's platform so that we've got a clear workspace once the patch is forged.
Easy enough?
Everyone's got a part to play in this. Let's get to work.
Hey, I know we need to fix up the forge, but before we do, I'd like to talk to you about something.
Sure. What's up?
I owe you an apology.
What for?
I've been a little cold since you've arrived, and I should have been more welcoming. I was just under a lot of stress with everything that happened.
You mean when we ran for our lives from a death cloud into a lost land?
Yeah, that. And losing supplies, and Aurea getting injured, and then having a point takeover who...
Lacks experience.
At the time, that's what it seemed like. But you made finding food and water a top priority. That's when I realized our Weaver Band is in good hands. I underestimated you when I shouldn't have, and...
It's okay, Cass.
No, it's not. I really am sorry. I hope we can have a better relationship moving forward.
Thanks. That means a lot. Let's just start fresh, okay?
I'd love that.
So, I know Sola mentioned improvements to her forge meant being able to hone my sword. What does that entail exactly?
Unfortunately, the missing supplies I mentioned.
Is there a way I can help you restock?
Right now, we reserve the materials you bring back for your armors and weapons, because that's the priority. But if there's anything you can spare, I can repurpose them into supplies for our campsite.
Sounds simple enough.
Glad to hear it. These are a great start. With the supplies we've got already, we could shape up our campsite. We lost a lot of stuff when we were running for our lives, and frankly, our setup is only half of what it should be. But we can rebuild.
What do you have in mind?
Like we discussed, Sola could forge better weapons with improvements to her smithy. Like honing your sword so it can cut through arc armor. Alternatively, Dom could certainly care better for her mantles with new tools for weaving. And to keep you in fighting form, having Lane's alchemical tools in top form is invaluable. There's no end to the improvements we could make around here.
What about you?
Me? Oh, I don't need anything.
Come on, there must be something.
I mean, would new shelves be nice? Sure. I also have some ideas for your supply pouches. But don't worry about me. I'm fine. Right now, improving Sola's forge is more important.
I know our band has made the most of what we've got so far. This is a great idea. You can count on me.
Thanks, Bren. Sola is delighted with the improvements to her forge. She can refine your sword as soon as you'd like. Great work, Bryn.
Turns out we make a pretty good team. This campsite will be top of the line in no time.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to start directing a water flow to the camp. Maybe even install a fountain in the back. Would help to get a garden going in here too. Fruits, vegetables, medicinal herbs. Oh, that reminds me, we'll need the... What?
Do you ever take a break? You know, to enjoy a job well done?
Sure. Sometimes. Once there are fewer fires to put out, I'll relax. I swear.
Just try to remember, it's not the end of the world if you take a break. Someone will step in to help lighten your load.
It doesn't always feel like the others realize how much needs to get done.
Then tell them. Like how you told me we needed supplies. I stepped in to help, didn't I?
You did. I see your point.
The others will do the same.
Maybe.
I knew we'd recover. We always do. Still feels nice to have my core tools back this quickly.
Still a long way to go, but we'll get there.
Speaking of, I've something for you. We've been scavenging around the way station and reclaimed a fair amount of useful materials. They're stored away and ready for you. Should...
Sounds like it's time to make something that can punch through arc armor.
There you go.
Now that I can cut the carapace free, what's next?
Whenever the band is collaborating on a problem, I'm often the one to create the design, and you'll put it together with me. At least normally they're my designs.
Any particular metal required?
No, just enough of the same type. Once you have everything we need, we'll forge the patch here. going to look great. Good balance of protection and mobility.
Your tent.
It's perfect.
Don't know about perfect.
Seriously, I didn't have anything close to this in Aaron's band.
Ira's breath.
Yeah. I always knew he wasn't a great point.
Yeah. You deserve a break. I'll leave you to get settled.
You're coming up on the Ark of the Stricken Earth. With a stronger sword, hopefully the carapace will come off easy.
This might take a while.
You'll need to swing harder to cut through armor that thick.
What's happening?
Retrieving the carapace is going to be trickier than we thought.
Is she really ready to fight that thing?
Catch your breath. When you're ready, you can climb the Ark to attack it from different angles. The armor in place. That's it! Hit the exposed skin with everything you've got. Through that patch of skin anymore. Move on.
I was worried we might lose our chance to get the carapace, but you secured it.
Any concerns about using the Archon strand, Dom?
Concerns? None. Excitement? Considerable. We should be able to weave that strand into your mantle, Bryn.
Loom gates must need a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of leagues.
Dom? Hello? Everything okay?
Bryn, you are going to check out the loom gate at some point, right?
Yeah, of course. I'll get around to it.
Good, good. Why it refuses to function is a mystery we must unravel together. A priority.
Not worried about our survival in an unknown land filled with volatile magic?
Details! There is so much to discover, survival will take care of it. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing?
I just want the real action to, I don't know, climb it, or tear its strands free, or chuck a boulder at its head.
Would you mind flipping the order of those last two? A boulder might wreak havoc.
For you, I'll think about it.
Oh, thoughtful.
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, something else is tugging at my attention.
Loom gates.
Loom gates. Two wonders of enchanting an arc, and they don't work.
Did you
Did I what?
smell the loom gate?
A little, but that's beside the point. But,
Amazing.
oh yes, should our plan succeed.
And if not?
Then it is time for Plan B.
Sev, how are you holding up?
Oh, fine. I mean, I'm trapped inside a magic bubble that's filled to the brim with life-threatening creatures. Also, left an entire known world behind, and I'll probably never see remnants of my past life again. But, you know, I'm fine.
Hey, at least Sola did half your unpacking. No sprained back muscles for you.
True, no back pain. In a few days, I might die from a creature attack. But at least I'll leave a corpse with good posture.
Sev.
This apprenticeship is turning into more than I signed up for.
That is completely understandable. We're all reeling.
Yeah. You're probably right. Listen, I should get back to helping Sola.
Of course. I'm here for you, Sev. We all are.
Sure. Yeah.